Hey guys, so today, I do not know how to make YouTube videos. This is so weird. Okay. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys about how to pass the dreaded TEAS exam. So these are a couple of tips and tricks. What happened to my eye right there? Okay. So, tips and tricks for how to pass your TEAS. So, disclaimer, every school is kind of different with the score that you need to get into the program. So with that being said, always, try to aim for the higher score. You want to get in the 90s, 80s, definitely up there. But me personally, I got an 84.7 on my first attempt and an 82.7 on my second attempt. So we're going to kind of discuss this and why I got a lower score the second time. But, I'm going to kind of break it down and provide some advice on how to pass your TEAS with an 80 or above. So step number one would be get your study materials. So these are the two books that I use to study for my TEAS. This is ATI TEAS Secrets by Mometrics. And this was like $25 on Amazon. And this is the 6th edition ATI TEAS study manual, and this is actually by the makers of the TEAS exam, ATI. So yeah, both of these were really helpful. This one is obviously a lot thicker than this one, has a lot more information in it than this guy. I will say that this one's a little bit more dense in terms of what you actually need to know for the TEAS. This is a good outline. I wouldn't use it to study everything though, because everything in here is not super in-depth, if that makes sense. This one goes super in-depth, a little bit too much in-depth in my opinion. I would say if you can get both of these, get both of these because they are really good study guides. If you can only get one, afford one, go with this one and use this as an outline, and then use like YouTube videos and your course notes and stuff like that to supplement. As for actually studying for the TEAS and information on the TEAS, I will say that the study package is very, very useful. However, it's really expensive, and while I do think that it helped me on my score, I will say it's not necessary. Like, you don't need to buy the package and go through all of the modules. Like, it's a lot of time, it's a lot of money, it's a lot. So, if you want to just study with study guides and YouTube videos, I would say go into this book, and it has all of the topics that are on the TEAS broken into sections. In each of these sections, what I would do is read the text. Then if there was a concept that I didn't really get, like for example, let's see, I think I struggled a lot with the verb antecedent or verb argument, something like that. So what I would do, I would go through it on here, and then I would find a YouTube video that went over that as well. And that really helped me because you get different forms of learning. You get from reading, writing it out, visual, you know the deal. So definitely use different modes of learning. It's going to stick in your brain better, and the concepts will really resonate with you. So that's important. Yeah, it's important. So take notes. If you have a friend who has taken the TEAS, ask to look through their study manuals, see which one you really like. Go into Barnes & Nobles and test drive. That's what I did. I went into Barnes & Nobles, looked at the different TEAS exam study manuals, and these ones were legit. So I went with these guys. Anyways, so yeah, these two great study tools. So get your study materials. That's step number one. Step number two is start early. Start studying super, super early. So if you're going to be applying for the fall semester, I would start studying for the TEAS now. Like, you want to really know the concepts in depth way before you take your test, because it just provides you with a lot of extra time too to study and get the concepts really down. That was one mistake that I had. You know, I applied for for the fall this past year, fall 2017. I started applying for fall 2018. And I didn't start studying until like November, and I took my first exam in December and my second try January of this year. So I definitely don't think I had enough time to really study super hard. I definitely could have done better if I had studied a lot more. So with that being said, study at least, I would say, 6 to 5 months before your actual exam, because that'll, you know, give you a lot of time to go really in depth with what they're asking you to study. If you are caught in the situation where you don't have that much time, that sucks. No, just kidding. But really, you can do it, you know. Just, you have to study every day. Like, it's a pretty serious thing, you know. Step number 3, know what kind of learner you are and what you think is going to benefit you most when taking the test. So there are 2 versions, I should say, or yeah, 2 versions of the test. There's the written version and the computer version. I personally took both because I took the TEAS twice. The first time I took it on the computer, and that was the higher score. I got the 84.7 on the computer. The second time I took it written, and I did worse by 2 points. Or 2%. So when I studied, I did all of my studying on the computer. I've actually bought the test package for the TEAS. And all of that was online. The modules were online, the quizzes were online, everything was online. So when I went in for my computer exam, I think I was just more familiar with the software and with the practice tests and stuff. So I think that's why I did better on the computer version. But if you are a learner that learns by writing things out and, you know, taking written tests, definitely take the written tests. So just know what kind of learner you are. And that kind of comes with time, you know, like you learn how you learn best, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's step number 3. Just know what you learn best from, because you're going to probably do better on what you are more comfortable with. With that being said, step number 4. You shouldn't have to take the TEAS a second time. Like, honestly, if you study really hard, you can ace it the first time. You can get a 90. I believe in you. But yeah, you can get a 90 the first time. I really think it's possible. I think you could honestly go in there and ace it. So if you do have to take it a second time, here's what you need to do. You need to give yourself enough time to study the concepts that you didn't do too well on, because otherwise you're gonna go in and just not do that good. And you want to do good because you're paying a lot for this test, you know? It's pretty expensive, and the study resources are pretty expensive. So, you know, just if you do take it a second time, give yourself enough time to really study again and all of that. And this kind of ties in with this tip number 1. Like for me, for example, if I would have taken my TEAS in the summertime and studied in the summer and gotten things done in the summertime, then I would have had enough time to retake it at a more convenient time. If I had enough time to really study the second time around, I probably could have done better my second time. But I took my first one in December, like I said, and then my second exam in January. So during that time, that month gap, it was Christmas time, it was New Year's, it was family break, you know, I had a lot of things going on. So I did not study as much as I should have in between that time. So If you're gonna take the TEAS a second time, I would give yourself enough time to really hone in on the concepts. You know, a month gap is not a lot of time to really focus and dive into things that you may have not done. So good on. Tip number, I think this is 5. Make sure the night before you get enough sleep. Like, do not go partying or staying out late or binge watching Netflix the night before your TEAS, because worst case scenario, you're not gonna wake up the next morning and you're gonna have mental fatigue. So make sure you're getting enough Z's the night before, because you want your mind to be rested and ready and just prepped, you know. As for the day of the TEAS, I would wake up, you know, a couple hours earlier than normal, or, you know, a couple hours before your actual exam, because you don't want to be walking in 5 minutes before you woke up. Like, you need your brain to wake up and be energized before you go in for that exam. You want to be, you know, talking to someone, or, you know, just do your thing. You know, don't be asleep when you're going into the exam, because then you're gonna have a bad mindset. So yeah, make sure you read something, talk to your family, talk to the fellow TEAS takers, so that you can have a ready mind. It's important. You want that. Some last tips I will give you guys is make sure you eat breakfast in the morning. Okay, this is like a huge thing. If you don't eat breakfast, your mind is not going to be on alert. It's not going to be on 10. You feel me? Like, it's not going to be what you need it to be. You need to have something in your stomach to kind of calm the nerves and to kind of sustain you for it's a long test. It's a 4-hour test. So you're going to need something, some nutrition in you. Also, I would keep the caffeine to a minimum, because you're already going to be pretty nervous and you don't need those heart flutters and the diarrhea that accompanies caffeine. You just don't need that kind of stress in your life. So, you know, for me, I had a cup of green tea in the morning to kind of, you know, green tea keeps me steady, unlike coffee, which ruins my butthole. Okay, that was not necessary. But, you know, just definitely keep the caffeine to a minimum. Another thing is bring food with you, or bring a snack if you're the type of person who can't go that long without food. For me, I personally brought some almonds with me and a little bit of water. And this is the other thing, like during the computer exam, I was able to take breaks in between each section, versus when I was doing the written exam, I had to sit there for the full 4 hours. And we had like a proctored break. We weren't able to take breaks in between each section. So, something to note. Yeah, good luck, and comment if you have any questions. Okay, love you guys. Bye.